Welcome everybody to an episode of Rewind the Times. Well, guys, getting more. The hype train is coming, man. It's getting closer and closer. I'm getting more and more excited. Man, I just got in the prequel comic books for the Black Adam movie. They've been doing like these last 4 months. They've been doing prequels to lead up to the movie of Black Adam. And I just got the last one with Dr. Fate, and it's so cool, man, because as you're reading it, it really does lead into this movie. So I'm super excited about that. I'm super excited about all the news I'm hearing. In my last video, I talked about the Superman rumors of Henry Cavill coming back and what this means to the DCEU. And this was supposed to be, if a lot of people remember correctly, the beginning of this year was supposed to be it was supposed to be a DCEU year. We were supposed to have 4 movies this year. Excuse me. But with all the flip flopping and the changing of the times and the delaying movies and pulling some movies forward and pushing them back, I mean, I feel bad for Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Man, it was pushed back, then it was pulled forward, so then we were supposed to see it in December. Then it got pushed back another day and another week in December. Then it got pushed back to Aquaman 2's date, which I think it's staying there. I think it's going to stay March 23rd. But man, it's just, this Black Adam movie is, I say this a lot, and I mean this, this Black Adam movie is the 11th movie in the DCEU, and Marvel is going on their 30th with Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, which looks good. Black Panther is, obviously I love comic books, and I love comic book movies, but I'm a diehard DC fan. I'm a true diehard DC fan. I'll go down with the ship. I'll support them all the time as much as, you know what I mean? They make really good quality movies. Marvel in the beginning, like Phase 1, even Phase 2, they were making some really good movies. That Phase 4, I have no clue. It was supposed to be the multiverse saga, they said, or something. I have no clue. What multiverse? It's not even interesting to me. I mean, I watch the movies because I love comic book movies, and I grew up, like I said, being a diehard DC fan and watching Marvel. I have friends my 2 friends, Corey, and which I haven't talked to in a long time, but he's a big Spider-Man fan, and then my best friend Jay, he's a diehard Wolverine fan, so he must be going nuts that Hugh Jackman's coming back. See, I like stuff like that, man. Like I grew up on like the Fox, the 20th Fox, X-Men and all that, and the Fantastic Four, with the old versions, before the MCU took over stuff. And it's so cute. So it really is cool to see Hugh Jackman come back. And, I've been watching him train on Instagram. And, hey, man, he's 50-something years old, 53, 55 years old. His body what is not what it once was. So he's going to get into shape. He's still in great shape for his age, you know what I mean? So, but, man, I'm just so excited, man. I think the reason I'm so pumped is because, there hasn't been a DCE movie in the theaters in a while. I mean, the last one was The Suicide Squad, which was on HBO Max, and it was on in the theaters, and it was good. People say it's not a direct sequel to it. It's a direct sequel to it in my eyes. You know what I mean? If you think about it, it has the same cast of characters, not all of them, but Captain Boomerang and obviously Harley Quinn and Rick Flag and Amanda Waller. Like it still has that. So I don't know why they don't say that. But I don't mind. I don't mind the DCEU taking time and pumping out 1 or 2 movies a year, as long as the quality of it's good. And that's one thing about DCEU. They do like I said, we're on the 11th movie. They don't put out a lot of movies every year, but the quality of the movies are really good. The MCU, it just feels like they're just jammed. It feels like they're just throwing movies out every year. I mean, what's Black Panther, the 4th or 5th movie this year? I mean, they just keep throwing movies out every year. And I mean, even their shows are really not that great. I watched the shows just like a bunch of other people, and the last episode of She-Hulk was really good because the Daredevil, that guy Charlie Cox is so good playing him, and like he was born to play that role. So, but they just put so much stuff out, and it just gets cluttered, and they try to connect everything too. So some of it just doesn't connect, or it just looks, or they don't connect it the right way. So I'm not sure, man. There's so much Marvel stuff out, and not all of it's good. But that's the one thing about the DCEU is you can't say, out of the 11 movies that are out there, and the few shows that are out there, like Peacemaker and stuff. I mean, you can't really say there's bad movies. Obviously, we're still blaming for, Zack Snyder's Justice League. I want Justice League 2 and 3. Final Crisis. I mean, I want to see those made. And, and the good thing about The Rock is he is a DC boy. He is a DC fan, he said. And he loves DC. So this movie, first of all, we got to go out and support it. As DC fans, I say this is important, because ever since Warner Brothers merged with Warner Brothers, Discovery, things have not been good. They canceled a lot of movies. I feel bad for Batgirl. I mean, that took a hit. That sucked, man. That it took such a hit. I mean, the movie didn't look that bad. I've been seeing a lot of behind the scenes, and the action scenes weren't too bad. It just took a really major hit. I can't imagine making a movie and being so close to putting it out and then just canceling it just for tax write-off reasons. But whatever. I mean, that's not my business. But I feel bad for people like Leslie Grace, who she looked beautiful, beautiful woman, and she looked awesome in that role. And Firefly, which was going to be, was going to Brendan Fraser playing Firefly. That was going to be cool. And then I heard that Nightwing was going to be in that movie. And then obviously Michael Keaton. I love Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton is my favorite Batman. And I'm probably being biased because I am 42 years old. I grew up on Batman and Batman Returns. I remember being a little boy sitting in the theater, 1989, and seeing Batman. It was just amazing. And then 2 years later, 1992, being 12 years old and seeing Batman Returns, which is my favorite out of the two. So Michael Keaton coming back for The Flash, I'm just like head over heels. I cannot wait. Thank you, Andy Muschietti, for doing that, and whoever wrote that script with the Flashpoint. I'm so excited about that. But that's the thing, man. The DCEU, they may not pump out tons of movies every year, but the quality of their movies is so good. I mean, there's only like really 2 movies that I can think that I don't like a lot within the DCEU frame. But I'll still watch them, but they're not like my favorites, and that's Wonder Woman 1984. I didn't really care for that movie too much. I mean, Cheetah, the girl who played Cheetah is, she's from Saturday Night Live. I can't think of her name off the top of my head, but she was okay. And then Max or something, the other guy, like that villain. Gal Gadot she's Wonder Woman to me. She's beautiful, she's strong, she's fierce, she's strength, all that stuff. She's amazing Wonder Woman. But the movie, But Patty Jenkins says that right now they're talking about Wonder Woman 3 and 4. So there's a lot of such exciting news going on right now in the DCEU. And I'm super excited about it. And I love talking about it too. And the other movie that I like it because there's a few other characters in the DCEU world that I like, but the movie itself is and that's Birds of Prey, the anticipation of Harley Quinn. I love Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn. I love her as Harley Quinn. She's played her I believe 3 or 4 times now in the movies. I absolutely love her as Harley Quinn. I know Lady Gaga's gonna do that Joker 2, which is a standalone movies. There's no connection to the DCEU there. So I'm kind of curious to see hers, but hers is going to be more of like a sing-in version. But I love Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn. I think she's perfect for that role. I think she's made for that role. She just plays it so good. But Birds of Prey, what I liked about it is I like seeing Black Canary, Jolette Simollett. I'm probably butchering her name. She is an awesome Black Canary. And then the girl who plays Huntress. I like her too. Both of those girls, I can't think of their real names. But Huntress and Black Canary, I love. Black Canary is supposed to be getting her own movie, and I'm cool with that, man. I believe that I believe that they're actually in the midst of writing that, if I'm correct. They're going through with that movie because that girl Simollett, she is really a good Black Canary, and I love that way she was awesome in that movie. Fierce, strong, beautiful. I just love the voice and everything, man. I love the Black Canary. And Huntress, I liked her, man. She was really good. The girl who played her too. I absolutely love her. I love her in that role. So, but Birds of Prey, that's the only one. I think that's the 7th movie in the DCU. It's okay. I mean, it didn't make a lot. Obviously, it didn't make a lot of money in the theaters. I think it was the budget. I think 192 million. It made 210 million. So I'm kind of curious what you guys think Black Adam is going to make for projections, and what do you think it needs to make for it not to be a failure? I'm going to go on a limb, and I'm going to say this movie, especially with the Superman rumors, I think it's that right there is definitely going to boost sales. People are going to want to see Henry Cavill, no matter how, because it proves that he is still Superman in the DCEU. I think for it to be a failure, box office wise, it has to be like 400 million and under. I think anything under $400 million would be a box office. It'd be a flop, and that stinks because The Rock is talking about making 2 or 3 more movies, and one of them obviously being with Henry Cavill, Superman, and I believe the other one he's talking about is Shazam. So, and that's just for him. Obviously, I think we're gonna get other movies with the JSA, the Justice Society of America. I think we're gonna get movies with them too, but I think personally, 400 million or under, it'd be considered a box office flop. But I don't think it's gonna make that because Love and Thunder made like over 700 million, and that movie was not great for the MCU. And Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. What madness? They showed like 15 multiverses at one time, and then you really only seen 2 worlds. And that movie made over $750 million. This movie, the VFX look great in this movie. The Rock, he is might be, if not the biggest superstar drawer in the acting business right now. He's up there. You can't deny that, whether you like him or not. He is up there. He's a money drawer. He's top 3, maybe number 1. Seriously, he puts asses in seats. And I believe this movie's gonna make over $700 million. I'm gonna go on a limb, and I'm gonna say 800. I'm gonna say $800 million. I think it's gonna do great first week, and I think, like I said, I think the Henry Cavill is gonna keep people going and want to see it. And so I'm excited, man. Super. I cannot wait to go see this. I'm gonna go see it with my girlfriend. Opening night, we're gonna go see it on Thursday at 9:45, and then I'm gonna be taking my boys to go see it because I want to see it. And man, I'm just getting more and more excited. So, but yeah, man, I want to know what you guys think. What do you guys think it needs to make to be a flop, or what do you think it needs to make in order to be a success? And just tell me your excitement for the film. I hear people saying that this movie is not that hyped. It's not, they don't think it's getting hyped up a lot. Yeah, nuts, man. Everywhere I look, it's being promoted everywhere. It's being promoted in football stadiums. You go to New York right now. There's billboards everywhere. There's billboards everywhere of this movie. So I don't know why people are saying that they don't that it's not getting hyped up. Dude, it's getting overhyped. The Rock, that's all The Rock talks about. He's really proud of this movie. This is a passion project for him, and he's super proud of this movie, and I'm super proud too. I can't wait to see it, man. So like I said, man, DCEU fans, please go out and support this movie. I believe it's gonna be good. I'm telling you, man, go out and support this because we need this. We need to get this as a win. This is gonna be a win for us. So, all right, man. So everybody, take care of yourselves. God first and family. Until the next video, man. Peace.